Good day. In this video, I will be giving you a review and basically somewhat of a walkthrough of my Occidental tool bag. I've showed you guys in a previous video the tool vests that I have. Same company from California. It's not going to be too much about the tools inside of here. Some of them are tools that was intended to be temporary tools, but just stayed in there over the years. I've owned this for a little while. With that said, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this video, I invite you to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you could be notified every time I release a new video. Leave a like and a comment. And if you're a regular, like always, I appreciate you. See you on the other side. Before I open it up, I'm gonna show you. Let's try to do this in a systematic way. By the way, guys, I tried doing this in my earlier videos and I didn't like it. I used to go off of a script, and maybe with time I would have gotten better at it and it would have become more natural, but it was so unbearable for me. I wasn't able to stick to it to get to that point. So basically, all the reviews you've been seeing for a while now, probably for a good year now, has been off the hip. No rehearsal, nothing. It's just me having a conversation with you. And that has been preferable for me. Y'all let me know if y'all think differently. But on the side here is a pouch for a tape measure. And this pouch is removable, if I remember right. Yes. The pouch is removable. Not easy to remove, but it comes off. So what you have here is like a belt clip, and this can actually clip on to the tool vests and the other tool belts. On the other side, I don't know why I'm turning it because I could show you it in this camera, but let's see. Let's turn this around. On this side, no, actually better this way. On this side, there's a pouch where I keep a laser, and I will be doing an overview of the different lasers that I have. I keep a laser, a plumb bob laser in here. And I think I've mentioned this before. When you have tools that use battery, it's a good idea to not leave the battery inside of it. So I keep the battery in this little secondary pouch in the back. This pouch is not removable, it's sewed on to the back. Nice little feature also is on this side, you have this little metal eyelet, and you can turn this and it keeps this secure in there. So you don't have to worry about the laser falling out. Let's open the back. Nice buckle. I mean, everything is high quality, high end. From the front, fell out, but from the front you can, I'll just let it fall out. From the front, plenty of storage. I keep stuff like my stud finder, some sanding pads, before I get into that. But you know, just various hand tools, wrenches, and so forth. Drywall saw, chalk line. you do a little bit of plumbing or whatever, you can have cutters for that. A lot of spaces to put nail set. I normally keep my nail sets on my vest. Different drill bits. Over here, this is a little multi-tool for me. Sometimes I use this for baseboards, different thing for puttying and so forth like that. I have a nice little neat pocket on this side and one that mirrors it on the other side that I keep my imperial and metric Allen keys. There's a big generous, not really generous, but there's a big space in here that I use for thread clamps. Some of the spaces I don't even utilize. I still have space to put other things. Other little measuring devices. I like this little thing. It's a trim gauge. Also has a level in it. I have another laser that I'll show you in another video. And this is the detector when you're using it over a long range for it. I keep that in here. I also have feeler gauges in here. It has space for me to keep my chalk for my chalk line. This must have been a gauge block for something. But I mean, there's a lot of space in here for tools, as you can see. A lot of space, and there's spaces I'm not even utilizing at this time. Then you have zipper pockets. I like the build quality of the zippers. And this one is a nice little execution, what it did with a piece of leather. Show their attention to detail. These are some minor clamps, and this is the tool for it. Probably talk about that one day. There's also a pocket behind that. Oh, that's where that fell out of. Some of the pockets are deep and you can get stuff lost inside of there. That's one thing to be, where it's a piece of information that I think you should know. Like this one, this is very deep. It's probably not a good place for this, but sometimes, I'll just shove stuff somewhere. Probably not a good idea, but it is what it is. In this other pocket, I have some basically miscellaneous stuff. Blades for coping saw. Construction pencil sharpener. And basically, this is a mirror of each other. And this is another pocket you can put stuff in. And there's a big pocket. I don't think I have anything in this one that you can slip something back in here. And it's, a good depth. I'll probably put paper type stuff in there, I don't know. But you have a compartment there. Lots of pocket for tools, lots of pocket everywhere. Lots of pockets. For big tools, for small tools, you see all of these are on use. On this side, you have a big pocket that I keep something like this in. And I keep my Japanese saw. I like this one. This particular one. I think it's pronounced Tajima. And you can break it down. I get into that one these days. And they have different tooth counts for the blade, from coarse to very fine. And I keep that in there. I have some other stuff that I stick in there too, by the way. Blades for my jigsaw. This is another sanding pad. My folding roll. When I'm not using it at a table saw or somewhere else, I take it with me. In this little bucket up here, same idea, high quality zippers, same Cordura type material, very, well built, very good stitchings. But I always go to trade shows and people always seem to be giving away these gauges, so I always have different drill gauges. And they normally give away stuff like this too. I got this one, this one. This is a general. This is a gauge for bit heights, I think. Nice little pocket for it. It's away. This pocket here, I just have some flex, super flex sandpaper. The mirror one, I don't even have anything in it currently. One of my favorite tools. One of my favorite tools. It's gonna blow your mind. This is one of my favorite tools. Actually, I've come up with a replacement for it, a commercial one. But this is normally on a longer string. This has saved my butt so many times. It has a rare earth magnet in it. Sometimes something fall into a small place, and I will send this down after it, a screw or something, and I'll fish it out. See, just grab something, very strong magnet. And up until recently, I showed you guys this. I mostly use this for finding electrical wire. Or sometimes it's quicker to get into within a ballpark and then use this for verification. But this primitive device is actually the best stud finder. It finds the screws and or nails in a sheetrock. So you just move it around, you go in patterns until this just catches a screw. Then you know a stud is there. There's a commercial product now, but I used this for years. When I first saw this, I had to get it because it's based on the same concept that I had been doing for so long. And it's this little bugger right here. And what I like about this one, it goes a step further. It has a level so you can find the alignment of the stud. Close anyway, because the stud is not necessarily straight, but you'll be in the ballpark. I normally keep this in my tool vest, and I probably need to put it back, but I'll put this aside for now. So I'll see it and put it back. So we talk about that. This flat pair, this fold down piece, is for hammers. This is, I can't tell you how long I've had this hammer. I've had this hammer since I went to school. I went to a community college for residential carpentry and construction management. And I've had this hammer for that long. I've always wanted to get nicer hammer. This one is like a 16 or 20 ounce or something. No, I think it's a 20 ounce, and I wanted to get a smaller one, like a 10, 12 or something like that for trim. But I have 2 hammers. I just never got around to doing it. So you can see all the leather trims, and so you can hold 2 hammers in here, and I just clip a tape measure on the top, holding it down. Again, plenty of storage. I have all type of stuff in here. Stuff for holding up crown molding, different, torque screwdrivers, snips, crowbars. I like to use this for removing nails in trim. I have everything at my disposal. This is a little bag with different torque screwdrivers that I rarely ever use, but if I need them, they're here. This was the wrong one, but I finally got the right one for the accessory for joining rails from TSO. Keep that in here. You see how the nail sets, lineman pliers, and it's removable, so it could go on a nail tool belt also. I could take this whole section out with a lineman. So that's neat. I don't ever do that, but you can. And you got these little slots here for speed squares. Keep these fast brakes. Y'all know how I feel about those. You can see the metrics. Allen keys. Screwdrivers. Box cutters. It came with this little notepad. Spot for it, and there's a spot for business cards. I need to update my business cards, but these are my old business cards. Very neat. It's very expensive, but it's very neat. Very well built. Everything about it says craftsmanship. So it speaks well of a craftsman that has a bag or a toolkit that also speaks this craftsmanship. Which bring me to why some of these tools at some point I may end up putting nicer tools in it. Not to say that is an excess, I'll put it that way, is an excess. But I like the idea that if I have something premium, I like the other stuff to reflect that also. So not everything, but a lot of the stuff in here, I probably want to put some more premium stuff in here, and probably try to have a continuity in the manufacture, whatever. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, and at some point I'll probably show you this bag again with tools. Matter of fact, I might do something whereas if I'm happy with a tool, that tool gets to go into my tool bag or my tool vest. So I might do a play on that. If I review a tool or a tool set and I really like it, it gets to get displayed in my tool bag. So I might do something. I might play on something like that. That might be interesting and fun thing to do for the channel. And it will let you know if I give a tool a go or not. So, and even if a tool do get my approval, it may be a situation where only the best of the best end up in the tool bag. Something like that. I'll figure it out. But what else I can tell you? Once again, it's very, very well built. You can look at the stitching and everything. It's the rivets, everything. The bottom. Yeah, let's talk about the bottom. The bottom is some type of plastic. Very strong plastic. It's like a bucket. You see that? I like everything is over-engineered and it's riveted into the bottom. Very handsome bag. So if you're into this type of thing, it has handles on the side too. You can pick it up. Boy, bodybuilder. You gotta be a bodybuilder for this one. I ain't joking, it's heavy. But you have handles on the side. These are also removable. It's not removable. It's actually sewed on there. I don't know why it's like that. But it gives you comfort grip. Because if you were just holding this, I'm sure it would really hurt your hands. So that's nice that they give you this leather part to hold on to. But look, the snaps, everything you can see is well made. This is like a Bentley of tool bags. Give you an idea. This is the Bentley or the Rolls Royce of tool bags. But once again, you pay a premium. I do not remember the price off the top of my head, but I'll leave the link to it. Just know it's not cheap. This is not your, typical Home Depot tool bag. You get what you pay for. My only downside, and it's no fault of the product itself, because if you load it up, anything up with tools is going to be heavy. But even with it not loaded up with tools, it starts off with weight, obviously, because of the materials. So it has a little heft to it. But when you load it up, it gets heavy. So if that's a con, that's the con. And that's always a con. So you just have to live with that if you want a tool bag like this. But once again, I think it would be a great idea if they had a matching, like a cart, or if they had built it into it to begin with. Like, you know how you have the luggage that have the wheels, and that would be, I think that would, something like that would have been perfect for this. And you can put it down. I don't know how well integrated it would be with the fact that this goes both ways. But maybe they could do it in a way where it comes off. I think that would be a good idea. It goes on and it comes off of it. So the transport, for ease of transport, you put it on and it clips on or something like that. And then you roll it away. But when you're actively using it, if you just want something from the front, it could stay on and you have access to the front. But if you want access to the whole thing, you take the truck part of it off. That's just me. Wheels in my head spinning. But that's what I would do. And that would, in my opinion, bring this up another level. But other than that, this Occidental tool bag, and there is a name for it. Oh, geez. Guys, proving to you right now, this is off the cuff. I cannot remember the name of it. They're calling it the professional tool carrying system, but no, there's a name, if I remember right. There's a name that for this particular one, but I could be wrong. If there's a name, I'll put that name in the description. But there it is. High quality stuff, well built. If you're looking for a nice tool bag, you want to impress your customers, or you just want something to display your premium tools in, or you want to support, you have the extra money, you want to support a small American company. There you have it. Occidental Tools. And besides the bag, they make other products too. They make tool belts, tool builder vests, and so forth, like the one I own and I have a video on. And I'm pretty happy with this. As you can see, quality all the way around. I give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. And as usual, be safe in the shop. If you enjoyed this video, and you would like to be notified when new content is dropped on this channel, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and drop a comment down below.